Chair, up until January of this year, I was a seated circuit judge in Florida, and I was a circuit judge for over 20 years. The majority of that time, over 14 years, I was in the family bench. My last 10 years, I was the administrative judge for all the family divisions for the Ninth Circuit. At the last conference that I went to, much to my chagrin, I discovered that I've performed more divorces than any other judge in the state of Florida. I've done over 25,000 dissolutions. Now, I'm up here, I'm retired. No one's reimbursing me to come up here. I came up here because it's the right thing to do. Not any political agenda. I mean, Mark is a friend of mine, opposite end of the spectrum. My wife was a member of the last Constitution Revision Commission. Between my wife and I, and Jeb Bush, and Tony Jennings, and Dan Webster, my wife and I have been appointed at least a dozen times to various positions in the state. And I believe that there should be guidelines. I've done 25,000 dissolutions, but I read this bill. It has some fundamental flaws that are going to really hurt real people. Like the 10% that he talked about. Let's say a woman's making $10 an hour. She's receiving alimony. She gets a $1 an hour raise. Her former husband files a petition to modify the alimony. The alimony automatically stops under this bill when he files. So she has to litigate this with no money and no support because she got a $1 an hour raise. Think about what you're doing. I'm up here, and I know you all to be good people that are here for good reason. And I agree there should be some guidelines and there needs some change. I did it for over 20 years. But this has some fundamental flaws that have to be fixed. If you don't, bad things are going to happen to nice people.